How's everyone doing this morning? The thought for today is covering a specific person, not a specific verse. What I mean by that, this one person I think he's inspirational. This specific person is something that we can read about, someone that we like, someone that's not really controversial per se, but he's really inspiring. His name is Joseph, but we know him as Barnabas. How did someone birth name Joseph became Barnabas? Well, because Barnabas means the son of encouragement or the son of consolation. He's got his nickname because he persevered in being encouraging. Yesterday I posted something. It said, the people who are excoriated towards your blessings should take note from the ones that give praise when they see you blessed. I didn't post all that specifically, but that's what I was trying to say. And I purposely made that not perfect English just to make a point, to show that people passively and actively try to be critical when you're being blessed. I said people that are, so they're actively trying to stop your blessing. Excoriated, past tense, they trying to passively, after you've been blessed, people still trying to talk about when you've been blessed in a critical negative way. But we should take note to Barnabas in being encouraging, that when we see people be blessed, we should be praising God too with them. That if you blessed it, I'm blessed too, because I'm glad to see you blessed, my brother and my sister. So I learned something from Barnabas. One, I learned that people should be uplifting. People should be uplifting. Imagine having a boss and you're on a job and you're trying your hardest, you're trying your best, and all you hear is your boss saying, come on, you're not doing this right. Come on, you're not doing this right. Pick up the speed. Come on, go faster. In a negative way. What if the bosses come to you and say, hey, I noticed that you're doing X, Y, and Z wrong, and let me recommend this to you. Or keep up the good work, but I know you can do better. Why? Because I believe in you. People should be a Barnabas, should be encouraging, should be uplifting. And then two, people should defend character. Don't get me wrong that we shouldn't just be defending anybody and everybody, but when I say defending character, I'm talking about, for example, in Acts chapter 9 and verse 27, it says, but Barnabas took him, talking about Saul Paul, and brought him to the apostles, and declared unto them how he had seen the Lord in the way, and that he had spoken to him, and how he had preached boldly at Damascus in the name of Jesus. We all know the story about Saul, how he was persecuting the Christians. And so when they brought him to Jerusalem in a basket, and when he was in the front of the disciples in Jerusalem, they was like, oh no, here comes Saul, the one that's been persecuting the Christians, because I heard so many bad things about him. But it takes that one person, it takes that one Christian to defend somebody's character, saying, hey, no, that is not them anymore. I've seen something different in them. They are not what they used to be. They're growing, they're progressing. We need somebody that's uplifting like Barnabas. For me, that was my mentor, my minister, Brother Ricky Lawler. When I was converted into the church, and then people were still kind of hectic. I don't know if he's really he might be straddling the fence or whatnot. And then when I started preaching, people are still hesitant too. It's okay to be hesitant, because the Bible does say to test every spirit. But he still defended my character. He still had faith in me. Some people, when I started preaching, some people said, oh, Kysean's not going to be preaching that long. Or Kysean is not, that's the phase. He's not going to keep preaching. I've been preaching for 4 years now, thank the Lord. It's been kind of rough, but I had a character building mentor who sat down with me talking for hours. Bro, Ricky Lawler can talk for hours. He sat down and talked to me. He gave me words of wisdom, words of encouragement. I can say that he's a living Barnabas. Why? Because he gives encouraging wisdom. He gives encouraging words to build people. And so people need to be uplifting. People need to defend people's character. You know, they might mess up, but I can still see potential in them. We need people that can see potential in people. That's led by the Spirit. Then lastly is people that can set an example. I just described my mentor, setting an example. People may, passively bring up your past and try to bring it actively to the present. But if you just take a look at people's lives right now and see what they're doing right now, you can say that they're setting a good example for the youth, setting a good example for the older people, the middle age. You can say they are a living Barnabas. So I want to end like this. I want to end like this and ask you a question. What is your nickname? What is the nickname that people are giving you? Are they giving you a nickname based off when you was an alcoholic? Are people giving you a nickname based off when you was, in school fighting? Are people giving you a nickname based off your character or by what you do? That is something to think about. Are people basing a nickname off you based off what they perceive of you? That can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. But I want to encourage you to strive to be like Barnabas. I believe that Barnabas was striving to be like Christ. Just like Paul said that he said, follow me, because why? Because I'm just like Christ. Or in other words, that because I follow Christ, you should be taking an example off me because I'm taking an example off Christ. He was not saying follow him, but he was saying follow Christ and follow my example. That's all what Paul was saying. So we should be just like Barnabas, his character as in being encouraging. Why? Because Christ is also encouraging also. Why? Because Christ is an example that we also should follow. And so remember that question I just asked you. What nickname is people giving you? Be blessed.